Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, June 15th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I balance how I take in the forms of consciousness. Alright, so we have some interesting astro. We don't have too much going on aspect-wise today, but oh my god, there is so much going on in building into aspects. The first thing is we have the moon shifting into Sagittarius early in the morning, 2:03 a.m. Pacific time. Moon in Sagittarius building to that full moon early in the morning on Monday. So as the moon builds into full moon, it builds our emotional outpouring. And as the moon is in a fire sign, Sagittarius is a fire sign, this may put a little boost of fiery energy behind these emotions. So really watch out for any volcanoes. You know, it's one of those things. The full moon can have you emitting spontaneous emotions. And, you know, good or bad, no judgment there behind the word emotion. So, you know, you may find yourself spontaneously laughing. But we have a lot of Cancer energy going on. And with this full moon, we are officially entering our first eclipse, our second eclipse season of 2019. Yes, our second of 3 different eclipse seasons in 2019. So, there's lots of power, lots of energy behind this lunar energy. Sagittarius reminds us of something. The best thing that we can do is take it all with a grain of salt. The best thing we can do is look at everything with that high perspective. Realize there are infinite possibilities going on, and we don't have to take these things that are coming up so personally. So be very aware of that with Moon in Sagittarius. But Moon in Sagittarius also may be a little impatient. So be very aware of that going on at the same time. What we're building in is a whole herd of various connections tomorrow with Mercury. Mercury is going to be connecting to Neptune, to Jupiter, and to Saturn. We're going to have Jupiter and Neptune squaring each other. So we have some really strong mental energies that are in a bit of an uproar. When this happens, it can get so confusing. So we have the strong emotional energies. We thought I was like, I'm confused. We have those strong emotional energies as we build to the full moon. As we have Mercury conjunct the North Node, Mercury building to a conjunction with this Mars energy, and Mercury about to make all these connections with these other planetary energies. Mercury is bringing consciousness to the feeling vibe. So be very aware of your feelings as they come up. This is so important. And your feelings are good, you know, it's like more of this. And the feelings not so good, that's contrast. That's great too. It's like, oh, that's not the direction I want to go. North Node is reminding us the importance of our feelings. Your feelings are a superpower. Your intuition is a superpower. Do not just overthink things. Get beyond that illusion. Do not overthink everything. What are you feeling? Tune into that. Your feelings have very strong indicators for you. The other thing I want to note, though, with Mercury in Cancer, and this is something I brought up before, be very aware that the stories you tell can make you start feeling things. So as you investigate what you're feeling and listening to it and honoring your feelings, wait, is this story true? Or am I telling myself some illusions? Is there some healing for me to do here? All right? So be very aware. I have the moment-to-moment card again, and that's because consciousness takes moment-to-moment presence from yourself, moment-to-moment nurturing to keep bringing the monkeys back to the path. As Jupiter and Neptune are squaring off, there may be some squaring off within you between esoteric, illusionary seeming knowledge and like what you read in a book. Listen to your gut. Your gut has the information. Everything you need to know is in here. And I think that's the truest, like beyond illusion. It's like tuning in here to bring yourself through that. But just be aware that you might get a little bit confused in and through that square as we build to that square energy. Mercury is also going to be opposing the South Node and opposing Saturn. This may bring some past stuff up to your attention. Pay attention to this stuff. It's coming up to be released. The more releasing you can do now, the easier your eclipses will be when they come in. I mean, eclipsing Cancer is some strong energy that's coming in. So do this work now as it shows up. And just, if you start getting confused, this is a call to drop in. You know, don't start overanalyzing, overthinking. That's going to take you straight into the illusion. You know, moment to moment, drop in and listen to your feelings. Where are they guiding you right now? It's interesting because I have the going with the flow card in reverse, and we definitely have some strong water energy, but I feel like it's not about going with the flow, because often if we go down the flow, or go with the flow, we go right down the toilet. We go straight into that vortex energy. So moment to moment, you know, stepping stones across that flow to be aware of the illusions. Of note, Moon today in Sagittarius is going to be opposite Venus in Gemini. What I say with this is listen with rapture. Those are the words. Listen with rapture to the information that's being provided. You can listen to it, and it doesn't mean that you have to take it in and make it your own. Just listen with rapture and appreciate the connections that are being made. Whether, I mean, even if you are like, that doesn't resonate, well, that's good. Then you have something else that doesn't resonate, and it may push you towards something that does resonate. Like, find the value in the connections, in the sharing, in the conscious sharing that is being made at this time. It may not ultimately lead to your healing, but I do think that it'll help you sort some things out. So even if you're like, nah, so silly. I just taught the class, and my words are like blown out after that. But anyway, if you're like, nah, that's good, put it on the shelf, but appreciate that every bit of stimulus, every bit of consciousness, all the forms of consciousness are helping you find your way on the path. Appreciate these energies for what they are, rather than being insulted that they are showing up in your world. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. We still have some spaces for the eclipse readings. $44. You can get it by video or in a meeting. Aw, Joe brought our neighbor's kitten in, who's not so kitteny anymore. Little Midnight. She's like, why are you doing this? She's not like Lala. She doesn't care so much about being on camera. But it's always nice to get animal medicine. Besides that, you can always email me, mimiclark@gmail.com, to book a reading. Like I said, the eclipse readings are available at this time, as well as other readings. Take a second. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for all the information as a Sagittarius that has come across my path that helps me find focus. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.